Hello. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. Readings are valid for when you come to them, but in this series, for this week anyway, I'm going to use Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West for the tarot. And there's the website there. I want to say it's schifferbooks.com. Yeah, schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Oracle cards I'm using. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. On the back here, there's a website at the bottom, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as in apple, U as an umbrella. And last but not least, I use dice. I use a 20-sided dice to choose the major arcana. I use a 14-sided dice. It's a 21-sided dice. It's a special dice. And then I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and then I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element for the minor arcana. That does exclude the 0 for the major arcana, but I work with it. And where those dice came from, if I can, hopefully you can see that, mathartfun.com. If I can put my hand behind it, I think you can see it. And there's another one. I think this is where the bigger dice came, the 21-sided. Tom Anders. And there's a website there. I just can't seem to read it. But there's also this on the back. If you're one of those people that likes these things, go ahead and use that if you want to. All right. And I think with that, we're there. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4. astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and now on to your reading. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? I keep, when I was shuffling, I kept thinking we're in for a wild ride. We might be in for a wild ride. We might be. It's up and down. It is up and down. It's, whatever's going on here, there seems to be this weird cycle of information, things that are supposed to be stable that maybe aren't that stable, and then things kind of falling apart, but then after it's fallen apart, I feel like something's going to fall apart here, but you're going to be like upset at first, then you'll be like, well, actually, I can do this, and then you have an opportunity. So, let's get into it. This is a weird situation where I feel like for the longest time, it's been very stable. It's been stable, and it's been the same thing for the longest time. Currently, I feel like you have very mixed emotions with it. There's a part of this is wonderful, exactly what you want. The other part of it is kind of like, yeah, but I feel very confined. It's kind of like having everything you've ever wanted to eat, but you can't leave this room. So it's kind of like, I can have anything I want to eat. It's great, but I can't leave the kitchen. I have to live in the kitchen. So there's some inconveniences with that. But I make it work. This kitchen has a bathroom included. I'm just saying, in case you're wondering. So it's like I can't leave the kitchen. I always have more than enough to eat. I have whatever I want to eat. So I can entertain myself that way, but I can't leave the kitchen. And I want to leave the kitchen. So if we were going to use like a work analogy, it's kind of like there's so many things I can do in this department, but I can never get out of this department. Anything I want to do, I have a lot of opportunities, a lot of things I want if I stay in this department, say it's accounting. Anything I want in accounting, but maybe you want to be, for example, say you want to be in sales or the management team or whatever. I can't get into sales, but I can do anything I want here in accounting. I can't get into data processing, but I can do whatever I want here in accounting. I can't get into like whatever's going on here, the front lines. I can't go over there, but I can do anything I want here in accounting. It's got a lot of perks. There's a lot of great things with it, but it's kind of like, yeah, but it still restricts me. Okay. There's something coming forward. I get that. I'm seeing the cracks. I feel like you're seeing the cracks. You're seeing the cracks in the system. The moon card coming forward. It's off to the side. And then it's the question is it do you have this it's somebody trying to keep other people out, but you're able to get in. So there's a mystery coming forward. And I keep getting like it's technically the 9 of Wands reversed, which is somebody letting down their guard. Probably just to you, but not trying to. It's just you kind of can get by them. The 9 upside down, in my opinion, looks like a 6. So you could end up getting success. There's a possibility for success for you. Possibility. It's got to be actualized. There's nothing guaranteed here. Not that you're shocked with that. You see the mystery coming. Do you have the answers? Not yet. But you probably could get them. Whoever this is, it's kind of like, I want to be, just say you want to be in sales. I'm not saying you do, but you're in accounting, you want to be in sales, just for argument's sake. This person in sales is having issues. And I see there's problems coming. They have people, looks like there's going to have a couple people leaving. And they're not allowed to hire new people until those people leave. And that's a job that takes, let's just say it takes 2 to 3 months to learn before people can start being productive. We're just going to say for argument's sake. You're seeing this coming and you're like, oh, we don't know when they're leaving. We're not even guaranteed they will, but it looks like they're gonna. And then depending on what time of year they leave, this could be very bad for them. And I want to be over there. And if I kind of put my hat in the ring and kind of say, you know what? Hey, manager of the salespeople, I, Gemini, am willing to cross-train. And then I could support you guys some more. Then you would have somebody here on the end. And that way, if you're caught in a snafu and you need somebody, I can come over there and help you. And you would have somebody who already knew how things worked, knows the ins and outs. And I would love to be over there. I would love to do this. That way I could help you out. I could make this easier. You're seeing this possibility. You're offering some assistance. You're offering to do something. There's a balance to this. You're helping them, and they're willing to help you. There is a balance to this. Like I give to you, you give to me. I'm seeing you're going to need this help. I want to be there to help you. I can do this for you. I can help you. I can make this work out for you. I know all these ins and outs. You just got to teach me this stuff. Just let me know this stuff, and we can do it, over time. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some balancing. You're going to be able to make that work at your advantage. You're knowing something is coming, though. That Wheel of Fortune will turn. It's the Wheel of Fortune, though. It's not on a set schedule. So it's showing up when it's showing up. You also have the 8 of Cups. You're going to have an opportunity to move forward where you want to. That is coming. But when this opportunity comes forward, I'm just giving you a fair heads up, it will be a mess. That's the 10 of Swords. If you follow the tarot, the 10 of Swords is not a good time. That's like the whole month sucks type of day. It's like, it's not just today, it's the whole month is going to suck. It's just not going to be good. But when this comes in, this is your opportunity. The challenge here is to not get in the middle of the problem and to not solve the problem for other people, which is ironic. I know it's going to sound ironic, but if you go into this and you try to solve this and try to heal the situation for other people, first of all, you're not the only person that can do that. If you decide to do that, though, you're going to keep yourself stuck where you are. That is your business. If you decide that's the right thing to do, that's what you need to do, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm also getting like, you're not the only person that can fix this. If you want what you want, don't feel bad about going for what you want, Let somebody else clean up the mess. Let somebody else clean up that problem. You don't have to worry about this. This is more about you having this opportunity. I know it seems like, ill-gotten gains. It's really not. It's not. It's just, this is happening. You're there to help. It's going to be a rough month. I feel like when this happens, it will be a rough month. If you get in the middle of that rough month and try to solve things, you're going to get stuck. What they're saying to do, the Lover's card is also known as the Gemini card. Go for what you want here. This is your moment. Center on what you want. You're still going to be helpful. So it's like if we're going from accounting to sales, right? You're centering on sales. You're centering on making a name for yourself. You're centering on building that up so you can make that work to your advantage. You center on what you want. You will be helping in your own way. You're not cleaning up the mess. You're not cleaning up the problem. Let other people clean that up. You're doing something you want for you. And it's also bringing in, this feels very much like the world. When I look at Kathumi, I think of the world, but I feel like there's a lot of care coming in with this. Like, this is a purposeful move forward. This is going to breed a lot more positive opportunities. It's not just the one thing. It's not like just going from high school to college. This is like going from high school to college, but you have 3 different majors, and you're going to go very far with these things, and there's a lot of other people who are going to benefit from what you're doing. It's like one of those things. Go for what you want. You have a lot behind you. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard for you to move forward because you seem to have a lot behind you. Even if this was one of those situations where maybe this isn't somewhere you've been working very long. I don't feel like I have a lot of history at this company to really help out that much. You probably have a lot of different knowledge from different places that you'll be able to apply. Geminis are very interesting people because you usually have a very full arsenal of knowledge from different places, from different things. You can just pull things out of the hat that maybe you don't even realize you know that until you have to actually use it. You're like, oh, I forgot I knew that, and you just can do things. Very helpful. Your history and who you are is going to help. It's going to make you very accepted. Like the word acceptance, people are going to accept you because of what you know and how you just kind of pull it out of your hat. You seem to just know things. They're probably going to think it's like a psychic thing. And in your case, at least in this situation, it's not psychic. It's just experience that you can just pull it out of your hat. 'Cause you're like, oh yeah, I've done something like that before. Or maybe when you were 15, you helped out at this one business, or you helped with this other thing. You didn't really understand what it was going to do for you in the future, but you're like, oh yeah, I've done something like this before. I can apply this here. You're going to fit perfectly. The recommendation for this situation, if you choose to go that way, which is completely subjective to you, if you want it, great. If you think that's the wrong thing, don't do it. You know what I mean? The thing is to not worry about other people. This is the advice. Everybody deserves a moment. I think that's where this is going. You don't always have to be responsible for other people. If you're one of those people that feels like that, I don't know. Worry about yourself. Go forward with what you want. Just run with it. Run with it and take it as far as you want. Take it as far as you want and make this opportunity. That's the thing. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Try not to hold yourself back. I'm a big Paul McKenna fan. How to Mend Your Broken Heart is geared towards romantic relationships. You can use it towards any type of relationship. So if you're having issues where you're worried about other people's opinions, I highly recommend that book. It'll help bring that energy down and put it in your control. Especially Gemini, very intellectual. You can take that information so far, farther than the book even gives. You could find ways to use it. I'm just saying. Don't worry about other people. I'm getting the King of Fire reversed, and I'm getting the Empress reversed. Think about you. Don't worry about everybody. Don't make this about everybody else. Don't worry about how this affects other people, ironically. This is a moment where you can have this. For some reason, I keep feeling like if I get too caught up in what other people think or what other people feel or how they're going to think if I deserve this or not, if I get too caught up in that, it's going to bring me down. Sometimes, and it's subjective to you, of course, but I feel like Gemini gets the crap end of the stick a lot. I really do, because I feel like people underestimate Gemini and don't realize how much Gemini can actually do. This is a time where this is for you. When you deserve this, other people get their moment. Why shouldn't you have your moment too? If this was a constant in your life and every day this was how you lived, that would be one thing, but I don't feel like for the people this is going to hit that that's actually what's happening. This is kind of like once in a while you deserve your time in the sun. Take your time in the sun. That's what this is coming forward as. Take it with a grain of salt. You decide if that's right for you or not. Again, like when we got back there, if you decide that this isn't, you don't feel comfortable with that, you don't think that's right, don't do it. That's quite cool. That's your business. That's your way to handle it. But if you want it, they're saying there's no reason you can't have it. I kind of just feel like it's kind of like something with. It does feel like it's insecurities if you're letting other people hold you back, because I feel like other people are letting you go, and there's other people who are holding on to you that you no longer need holding on to you. It's kind of like it's time to cut their apron strings is kind of what I'm getting. You know what I mean? It's kind of like maybe there's other people who want to have control of you or feel like, you know, as long as you're around, things go better. Maybe they're too dependent on you for this or that. It's time for you to free yourself from that energy to start anew. I don't think it's really bad for other people either. I feel like when you step out and go a different direction, that gives them an opportunity to grow in a way that maybe they didn't want to, or maybe they were too stubborn to let themselves do. It'll detach you from other people who maybe weren't serving you, that you didn't really see. Maybe you'll see it better in the long term when you look back. Take that with a grain of salt. I feel like you shouldn't feel bad about getting what you want. I feel like it's your turn in the sun. It's your turn in the sun. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. It should be down here. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.